As many as half of the world's 7,000 languages are expected to be extinct by the end of this century. One key cause of this is the increase of rural to urban migration and the generational disconnect from culture and language that occurs as a result. As language education is heavily reliant on daily application, the Anglocentrism of urban areas impacts people's abilities to preserve their cultures. Our idea, Vivus AI, learns and stores important knowledge of at-risk cultures such as language, traditions, and history. Then, with the use of VR technology, it shares and teaches this information to users in unique VR environments that resemble places connected to that culture. We plan for our AI to use the stored information of at-risk cultures and, with permission, allow others to learn it through conversations with it. This is especially relevant for those who want to preserve their native language while living in multicultural English-speaking regions like Australia. Vivus AI uses several of the Microsoft Cognitive Services. Decision and language is present in Vivus AI, being able to process phrases spoken towards them to form a reply that would occur in everyday conversation, comprehending multiple languages, and having the capacity to translate between them. Speech is present in its ability to converse with people and access a verified language database to reply, and it can correct errors the user has made. Vision is present in VR landscapes. These would be generated using scans of culturally significant environments for the user to explore while learning. The AI consults a database with collated phrases and thus does not utilize web search. Vivus AI's creation process considered every Microsoft AI ethical principle. Fairness is considered in a phone version of the AI for those who do not have access to a VR system. While the internet is needed to download and update the app, conversing with the AI can be done offline. Additionally, people with confirmation of a heritage would receive their culture's course for free to ensure those affected by forced assimilation don't face further barriers in reconnecting with their community. Virtual conversations can be held between users learning the same language, with Vivus AI available to assist in the recollection of words and sentence structures. Reliability and safety is considered in that if a live conversation makes a user feel unsafe, the transcript is saved for 24 hours after the conversation to allow for the reporting of misconduct or harassment. Privacy, security, and transparency are considered in the details of a user being encrypted. While the AI can learn information about the user from conversations, such as their favorite color or food, the user is both aware of this and given the ability to delete any details Vivus has gathered. Accountability is considered in that the AI is not able to search the internet and is instead limited to its servers and the verified translations of languages. Inclusiveness is considered with how the AI treats people based on their learning style and progression through the course. It adapts its teaching to suit the user, helping them better understand the language, tradition, and history of the culture that they are learning. Visual learners can utilize the immersive environment provided by Vivus, with it present in a virtual humanoid form to make the learning feel more human. As most language teaching programs aim to be useful to a global audience, they tend to only include common, widespread languages. Even then, they fail to address the fundamental links between language, history, and tradition. Virtual reality has been used for teaching purposes before, and there are existing VR platforms for users to converse live. However, coming to understand and appreciate a culture through VR has not been explored. Thank you for listening to our AI idea.